So today I'm here to talk about my most viral video to date, which is this clip right here.
No way that just happened.
So if you pay attention to the gun scene on YouTube here, and you also happen to watch shorts, I feel like odds are you might have seen this video. It's probably kind of likely. Overall, this video aside, I already have a pretty decent number of people who just think that I do nothing but speed up or edit my videos in some type of way, which is pretty funny. It's ultimately the biggest compliment. But no, I don't speed up my videos. I don't edit them in any way. This is just what happened, and I'm here to talk about it because this video had a lot of comments, especially this video, right? Because generally I get speed up accusations from time to time on my regular videos that I'll be uploading. But this one in particular had all sorts of different theories about how I faked this video and all that fun stuff. So I just want to go over some of the biggest ones. I'd say, not that I tallied them up and counted them or nothing, I'd say a good half of the comment section was saying that they don't believe this, it's not real, this and that. So of all the skeptical people in my comment section on this video, I'd say the most common one was, how did he get two different shots of the same drill? And for that reason alone, people were being like skeptical, right, or whatever, which is fine. But short answer, 360 camera, alright? This is the 360 RS Twin. It's a modular system that actually has a separate action cam lens, just a regular action cam lens, kind of like a GoPro. But yeah, I got this some time ago, been using it ever since. I think it works very well overall. Kind of a low frame rate. I think that video was recorded at 30 frames a second, which isn't great for how fast I'm moving. It kind of makes things look a little too choppy, right? Because it's like the jumps are too big from frame to frame. Not the most ideal settings, but it's what I got, it's what I'm working with, so I'm going to use it. And so the way these cameras work is you film it, it captures a majority of the whole 360 degree view around the camera, and then has an editing software where you can go back and choose what angles you focus on, alright? And I think there's also a setting where it's like you can completely just upload a 360 video and people can swipe it themselves. That is also a thing. But overall, I just kind of set the frame itself just to give you the best look at the action and what's going on. Yeah, overall, I don't know. I'm just kind of surprised that seemingly like a ton of people just apparently don't know what 360 cameras are, which is fine, right? Like this, you know, you're not a bad person if you don't know what a 360 camera is. I just thought it was a little bit funny. And so in second place, I saw a ton of people saying, "Oh, this isn't possible. This can never happen. The empty shell doesn't have enough weight or inertia to compress the mag spring and seat itself back in the mag." And yeah, I completely agree with that. That would probably never happen, most likely. But also, then again, that's not what I said happened. Just flat out. I never said that. I don't know where these people got this idea from. They just made it up. So here I am telling you now that, yeah, no, it's not what I said happened. What I said happened was the shell went into my mag well. Which, if you know your gun anatomy and you know the lingo, you'll know exactly what I mean by that. So, for the people who don't know, this is your gun mag well. This is the well that your gun mag sits in, okay? And yeah, that's just how it works. The shell just went into here. That's all I said happened. So for the people who actually understood what I was saying when I said the shell went into the mag well, they actually had another, I'd say, fair question about how the mag actually stayed seated. And so the answer to that question is the mag actually never seated in the first place. Alright, here we have the mag release. Right now the mag is not seated. I can go like this with it. It takes quite a bit for the mag to fall out. What's happening is, here's the mag release slot, right? This is the actual slot that locks your mag into place once it's fully seated. Alright. For the mag release to actually get to this slot, you could actually see where like there's a little bit of wear there from the mag release sliding across the surface. it has to actually get past this bit of material here. And so what's happening when it's not fully seated is the decompressed mag release is still applying enough pressure to retain the magazine inside of the mag well. All right. And as you can see here, this mag is loaded with 124 grain jacketed hollow points. I just keep it around the house, just in case, And that's just the way it works. Nothing to it. So here it's not seated. Now it's seated. All right, and now it definitely won't come out until you hit the mag release. Right, and then the last thing that I want to mention is I did see a lot of comments of people just kind of shocked that I knew right away exactly what happened. And none of these commenters were necessarily saying the video was fake. I just thought I'd throw this in here as a little bit of an explanation, right? So I'd say a drill or two right before this one, a very similar thing occurred where the shell got ejected, bounced, and my hand actually collided with it as I was going to put the next mag in the gun and represent. So I kind of had that fresh in my head right there, just from literally an attempt or two before this one. It just so happened that it happened again, and how it happened was, I'm up, boom, 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 and then I go for my next mag. At this point, I got the mag pretty much unsheathed from the mag holder, right? Whatever you want to call it, however you want to say it. And then at that point, the shell head came in and hit the base of my thumb right here, and it started to hit the base of my thumb as soon as I was already going making the transition to angle the mag into the gun, and it just perfectly rode up the mag. And then there's one frame, I do believe, where you can see the shell is perfectly between the mag well and the mag before the mag seats, which is actually some Looney Tunes type stuff, which is pretty funny. So that also paired with the slight crunch feel that I got when I actually tried to seat the mag, but the mag never seated. It was kind of a feeling the casing was upright and then it got slammed like this as the mag applied pressure. So those couple of clues kind of gave me an idea of what was happening. So by the time my gun stopped shooting, I had a pretty solid idea of what was going on. I guess last but not least, absolute last thing, which I actually didn't see any comments on, which kind of blows my mind. You can actually see the shell that was inside the mag well, but you can't see it directly fall out because it's kind of a bad angle, right? But also, you can also see it if you look down on my black range bag, and you could see I removed the mag, and then my gun shifts out of the way, and you can kind of see that shell settling right there on my black range bag. That was, in fact, the shell that was in my mag well. So that about does it. That's my explanation to my most viral video yet. There you go. There you have it. It was fun to talk about. And that's all. So how about that?